What you're looking here is a 1960s naval uniform. This is my old man's, and I wanted to just talk about the functionality of some of the stuff they had back in the day. Now, I wish I had his whites. He used to have the white enlisted outfit, but basically I can probably talk about the same thing with here. This stuff is 100% wool, amazing. I mean, I'm holding this stuff, and it's so well made, and clearly the wool is for functional uses. It keeps sailors warm, and even wool can keep you warm even when it's soaking wet. Now, another thing I liked about my dad telling me these stories about the sailors' uniforms is they would have flare bottom pants. So if they were to fall overboard, there was a reason for everything. They could take their pants off easily, tie the legs, and then you pull the pants over your head, and they create a flotation device. Even the small white hats they had a function purpose as well. I think they could turn into flotations as well.
So the functionality of military uniforms is just absolutely fascinating to me. From the colors of the camo to the materials they use to the accessories, everything has a purpose. And I just really like how the military thinks everything through. A lot of times with the dress uniforms even don't really have as much functionality, but a lot of the things in the dress uniforms I'm learning harken back to historical significance. For instance, like the stiff collars and in dress uniforms, go back to a need for some sort of neck protection that could repel a sword strike. It's just so cool to research this stuff, and I'm not an expert on it. I just find this stuff fascinating. So I mean, someone could do a whole video just on the history of the dress uniforms, let alone the soldiers' uniforms. Anyways, I'm going to segue this into where I think it's going in the future. I was able to dabble with this a lot in my dystopian novel Mission Trip, and I could really war game out where I could see potentially things going. I made the uniforms of the soldiers there waterproof, almost like a neoprene, so because they're in an underwater city, so it keeps them warm if they're in the ocean. They have inflatable, they have shoulder pads that can be triggered to turn into inflatable devices to help them stay afloat. They have a thick neck collar on their shirts, which can be unrolled and turned into a sort of like ninja mask. But within the mask is built in like air filtration, so they can walk into a biological scenario and not inhale damaging contents. Also, the masks have built-in ear communication devices as well. Their goggles are just normal goggles that you would wear in war, but they can work underwater. They also have infrared and zoom capabilities as well. So I was able to really become kind of a futurist and really geek out on where I think a lot of this stuff is going. I also dabbled in battle armor as well. But it's all there in my novel Mission Trip, and the sequel is coming out in early 2018. Please check it out at johntheo.com or where all ebooks are sold. Thanks for listening.